What is up, guys? Rickhack here, and this is the thing that could ruin Destiny. Now, in the background is just some E3 gameplay. It's old, but I don't really necessarily need gameplay to make the point I'm trying to make. Now, I am so looking forward to Destiny. Destiny is definitely one of my most anticipated games, basically of all time. But when I started thinking about this, and I didn't even clue in on this initially, but when I started thinking about this issue, I was really worried, and I'm really legitimately worried that this may be a complete game ruiner for Destiny. Now, what this issue is, and I'm going to be referring to Defiance a lot. Now, I couldn't get Defiance gameplay because it's so screwed up right now. I spent 2 hours trying to patch it, and it just repatches itself. It's so annoying. But basically, this issue is that both Destiny and Defiance have competitive multiplayer. Now, both games, Destiny, Defiance, operate on a Borderlands-ish style loot system where you try to get weapons. There's better weapons. You're always on the lookout for like legendary weapons and all these, like, you're trying to find loot is basically the premise of these games. And Destiny has talked extensively about, like, you can find these exotic weapons and they mean so much, and they're like have a background story behind them, and if people can see you with them, they'll even like recognize them, that, oh shit, this guy's legit, he has like this assault rifle. But this was also the case in Defiance, and in Defiance, you know, you had tiered weapon systems where it was like white, green, blue, purple, gold. And the thing that ruined Defiance was it had competitive multiplayer as well. And what they would do is, if like a certain shotgun was too good on competitive multiplayer, they would nerf it, and it would nerf for everything. So you have this game built on finding overpowered loot, but you would find an amazing shotgun, and then you could bring it into competitive multiplayer, and you would obviously do well with it because it's like an amazing overpowered super rare gold shotgun, but then they would nerf it. And so eventually, after a few nerfs, Defiance got to the point where there was no initiative, there was no point to go and search for these legendary gold weapons, because they were just barely better than purple and blue weapons, because everything was nerfed, everything was balanced for competitive multiplayer. And this was a huge problem. It literally ruined Defiance for me, because there was no point in trying to get really good weapons, and the weapons you did have would get nerfed. And it was so dumb because, you know, I didn't really play too much competitive multiplayer, but the guns that I would like to use, you know, just going around and fighting, like, AI characters and stuff, would just get nerfed as a result of other people using them in competitive multiplayer. And this, since Defiance does have competitive multiplayer, this is an issue that could impact Defiance as well, is that like, Bungie, please, this is super important. You're either gonna have to, have 2 different systems for competitive and non-competitive multiplayer, where you can nerf an assault rifle in competitive multiplayer and it won't impact it in just single and co-op player versus AI enemies. Because if you do, if you start nerfing, like, could you imagine you find this amazing exotic assault rifle and then people are doing well with it on multiplayer, so it gets nerfed, and then it's ruined. And if they do that, if they try to balance guns for competitive multiplayer, it will ruin Destiny. There'll be no point to go and find these exotic weapons because they'll be balanced for multiplayer. So again, Bungie, you're going to either have to have 2 different systems so that you can nerf something in multiplayer and it won't affect it outside of multiplayer, or you're just going to have to allow multiplayer to be extremely unbalanced, that people come in with these rocket launchers that they've found, and it's simply better than everything else. Because the point of games like this, the point of having a loot-based game, is to find guns that are better than everything else. And Borderlands 1 got that right, and I really hope that Bungie takes this into consideration, and please, 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 you will ruin your own game if you try to make guns balanced for multiplayer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, you know, get in contact with Destiny and with Bungie, sorry, if you agree with this, that this could be a game ruiner. I really am looking forward to Destiny, and I just don't want this to be an issue. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and as always, have a good day.